Michael Bisping jumped on the Khamzat Chimaev bandwagon as the ex-middleweight champ chose Khamzat over Gilbert Burns at UFC 273. Although he felt it was a tough pick, seeing what Khamzat did to his past opponents and receiving just one punch in his last 4 appearances in the UFC octagon was enough for him to make the decision. Bisping said on his YouTube channel, "This is a tough one, but I'm going to lean towards Khamzat. You can say that I've been sold on the hype. What he did to Li Jingliang, it just blew my mind. That was so impressive. Jingliang ain't no slouch. He's a tough guy with good skills and a lot of experience. Khamzat picked him up and looked like he could have done whatever he wanted with him. We know he was talking to Dana White, talking about becoming a champion at 185 also. There's a reason why he's so confident. He's not stupid. This isn't him being false arrogant, getting carried away with a little success. Then he knocked out Gerald Meerschaert. There's a reason for all this. It is going to be interesting because I do want to see the wrestling of Khamzat go up against the jiu-jitsu of Gilbert Burns. That is going to be an interesting scenario. He needs to make sure his jiu-jitsu defense is on point, because if it's not, Gilbert Burns will catch him. Burns is world class in all aspects of mixed martial arts, but it's the ground that is the dangerous one. But is Khamzat going to pick him up and throw him on the ground and just say, "F you, I don't care. This is how I'm going to fight"? But my pick is Khamzat Chimaev. I think he gets it done again. I just do. I think it's going to be unbelievable, because if he does win, whoever wins between Usman and Leon Edwards, he should be next. Alexander Volkanovski gave us a quick update on his whereabouts. Check it out.
He's got another session in. It's almost 11 p.m. So I fight here in Jacksonville probably around midnight. So we're training late just to get used to that time. Make sure we're alert when it's ready to roll here with the boys. Just put me in pads, did a bit of wrestling with old Hickman. Geordie holding pads for Hickman too.
Yeah. This is my partner.
Brad Riddell just doing nothing. Sitting there doing nothing the whole time.
I had a stretch.
Little stretch.
Khamzat Chimaev and Darren Till recently formed a friendship that has lots of people wanting more of the pair. However, Daniel Cormier isn't a big fan of Khamzat exposing himself so much to the public. He felt the mystique that Khamzat had before of not being known, coming into the cage, dominating his opponents, and leaving them left more of an impression. It made him much scarier. Cormier told MMA Fighting, "I think he's the scariest contender we have seen for a while. There's just so many unknowns. When I was a kid and I'd watch Mankind in WWE and it would say he's from parts unknown, I'm like, where's this dude from? Even though I knew he was Cactus Jack. I knew underneath it was Cactus Jack. It's like Khamzat. There's just so many questions. And every time he comes to fight, he comes in, he dominates, and he's gone. I love the whole buddy-buddy thing with Darren Till, but I think it's a mistake. I think he should continue to be a mystery to people. I think he should have as little time in front of the public and showing who he is, pulling the curtain back. I would pull the curtain back as little as I could if I'm Khamzat, just because the mystery is good for him. He's very scary." And finally, Aljamain Sterling reflected on his loss to Petr Yan after he was uncharacteristically fatigued during their fight. He said the poor performance was a result of a mistake he made on the morning of the fight and had witnesses to back up his claims. Aljo told MMA Fighting, "I think I messed up the day of the fight. I had a beautiful morning shakeup, 20 minutes strong, hard pace. I felt like my lungs would never get tired. My arms, my muscles, everything felt phenomenal. Then, just not eating the way I normally do right after. Not putting the fuel back into my body to actually go a 25 minutes pace for what I put out. The expenditure of energy, it was just way too much for what I put back into my body after having my morning shakeout. Anyone who was there that day, they saw. It looked like I was possessed by a demon that morning. So to go from that to what I did that night was to me disgraceful, in the sense of that's not even a glimpse of what I'm capable of, especially for how hard I worked. It was very disheartening for myself because I know how much I put into it, and I know that it's not even a fraction of what I can do. When I stepped into the cage, it felt like I was still cutting weight. I was like, this sucks. It feels like I'm labored right now, and I'm trying to get through a weight cut to cut the last few pounds and make weight so I can step on the scale and eat. That's exactly the best way I can describe how I felt that day." Aljamain Sterling went on to share a funny video on his IG holding an MMA rulebook for dummies while showing his teammates what's allowed on a downed opponent in reference to the illegal knee that Petr Yan delivered to him in their last fight. Check it out.
Okay guys, so today we're going to go over legal moves that you can do for a downed opponent. Tom, what can you do in this situation?
Punch him in his face.
Yeah, I like that, I like that. Nico, what can you do in this position?
Choke his ass out.
That's right, get him, get him. Okay, now Marav, what is one other thing that we could do with a downed opponent in this position?
Give him what he deserves. Watch out, man.
Yep! Bro, what the hell is wrong with you?
As always guys, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date. Thanks for watching.